Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a couple of things to talk about in this video. FANATICAL is running a fantastic summer game sale. A lot of great deals as a part of that. They've also got an incredible star deal right now. Those are their time deals, and on top of that, they're just running a bunch of other great deals. Use the code SUMMER10 to take 10% off of a lot of their stuff that they've got available right now, and I'll be going over some of the deals. Valve is also removing a game from Steam for quote-unquote trolling. It's actually a game that I knew was releasing, and I thought it was really funny that the game was coming out. I even mentioned it to some of my boys. Looks like Steam finally took notice of the game and they decided to pull the plug. Also, I'll be rounding the video out by taking a look at some great deals on some RX 580s. Yes, we've been talking so much about NVIDIA GPUs, the impending release of new NVIDIA GPUs. It kind of seems like AMD's been thrown a little to the wayside. So got a couple of good deals on 580 8GB. And remember, 8GB 580s were really expensive a while ago. We're talking north of $500. So great to see that they've come down from that. First, let's talk about this FANATICAL summer sale. A lot of great deals as a part of that, and again, use the code SUMMER10 and you can save 10% off of a lot of the deals. The store deal right now, which is going to be available for the next 44 hours or so as of recording this video, is Fallout 4, and it's down to $8.79. That's a great deal on Fallout 4. I believe that's a historic low for the game, so great deal on that. Is a store deal, so the SUMMER10 coupon won't be applicable to that. Outside of that, there are a ton of other great deals. Doom is 67% off for $9.89. This is a game that really held up in value, and I believe during the Steam sales it's usually $14.99, so now it's 67% off. Use that discount code and you'll get it for less than $9. That's a great deal. Yakuza 0, the recently released title, is 15% off for $16.99. Would say that's a pretty good deal. I already thought that game's release price of $20 was great, so now it's $16.99 plus 10% off. Pretty good. Prey is $20. That's a typical deal for that. Dishonored 2 is $20. Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition, is $19.79, 67% off. I would say a very good deal for that, since it is the following Enhanced Edition. 10% off of that will actually take it down to sub $18. Great deal on that. Rage is 75% off for $2.49. We do know that Rage 2 is on the way, so if you want to familiarize yourself with that, $2.49, not a bad deal. Not the best PC version in the world though, and also a little bit dated of a release, so watch out for that. You might have to go through some things to get it to work, but for me it worked rather fine a few months ago. Evil Within 2 is 60% off for $24. Use that coupon code and you'll get it for what, $21.60 if my math is right. That's a pretty good deal on the Evil Within 2. BioShock the Collection, typical deal on that, 70% off for $17.99. Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition, $8.79. XCOM 2 Collection is $44.99. I just recommended the Steam deal on this, and this is a much better deal than that. The Steam deal, I believe, is $49 and change. This is $45. You can use that 10% off coupon and get it for $40.50. I would say that's a pretty good deal. Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, same price as the Evil Within 2, $23.99, and then use that discount code and you will get it for $21.60. Injustice 2 is $24, so they're beating out Steam by quite a bit, and these are Steam codes. $24, use that coupon code $21.60. Injustice 2 is $30 as a part of their little Evo sale. And I'm not going to go through every deal, but they've literally got hundreds upon hundreds of sales. This sale just went live, so take advantage of it. If you guys want me to do a more in-depth video, take a look at the top 10 deals or various genres, let me know, because this is not quite at the extent of a Steam sale, but it's pretty freaking close to that. And as far as specific deals go, I would say that this FANATICAL sale has Steam sales beat by quite a bit. So check that out. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. Moving on from that, Valve removes the game Gay Nation from Steam for quote-unquote trolling. The game was called Gay Nation, a gay game for gays. And I remember linking this game to some of my boys, and I was like, I can't believe this game has actually come out. The game was originally supposed to be released back on May 21st, but 2 months after that, Valve pulled the plug on the game and removed it from the storefront, citing that the game developer was quote-unquote trolling. Now that is so crazy to me, and that kind of goes to show how low the quality control on Steam is. If you're gonna have rules and have a criteria of what games are considered trolling or what isn't okay on the Steam store, should it really be taking you 2 months after the game is supposed to be released to get things figured out? Whether or not you agree with that, that just goes to show Valve's current quality control. Yes, there are thousands of games being released on Steam, but how do you actually decipher which ones deserve to be there? I said, hey, let the majority of games be released on Steam, but there are some games that just don't have a place here. I'm not saying Gay Nation, a gay game for gays, is one of those games. And by the way, the story of this game is about a young man attempting to navigate a police state where heterosexuals become outlawed. So yeah, kind of an interesting story premise. And Dangboy Games originally took to the issue to the private workshop forum for the developers on July 17th, where he requested an answer about why Gay Nation wasn't allowed to be released after sending in multiple tickets. And here's what Valve's Sean J said. Quote, we're right in the middle of building some features into Steam for customers to be able to choose the type of products they see in the store. Your game has content in it that needs these features to be completed and shipped first. You'll have to do some additional store page work around describing the content in your game once we have completed those features. We don't have an exact timeline for those features though, so please be patient as we complete the work. Sorry for the delay in getting your game in front of customers. And here's what Dankboy Games said. One of the goals of the game is to expose and mock certain double standards that exist in our society, such as prejudice against majority groups being socially acceptable. Another goal is to bring light to real issues that affected persecuted minorities all over the world. An example in our game being a straight person who is thrown off the top of the building for being straight. This is obviously a reference to real-world gay people who are subject to this sort of treatment in certain countries. The game is extreme satire and contains no hate against any group. In fact, the takeaway is that all types of persecution are wrong. Now, I am just waiting to open up a can of worms if I talk any bit about this, so how about we just leave the political debate to the side? I'm sure you guys are gonna have a field day with that in the comments. But at the end of the day, I don't think there is anything directly wrong with this game. Yes, is this more of a meme game? For sure. They even say it's heavy satire. We've seen plenty of games like this before on Steam. Now, the back and forth between Valve and Dankboy continues. I'll leave a link to oneangrygamer.net where they have the full thing chronicled, so you can check that out. But it does seem to be like whatever Steam's rules are, they don't fit for every game, and it does seem like there's a bit of a double standard. I don't even think Valve intentionally applies this double standard, but because there's thousands upon thousands of games, I've seen some crazy games on Steam, just some of the most insane games, and I've never seen a game where I've been directly super offended by, and I don't think anyone on Steam is either. But I guess if Valve wants to display the kind of storefront that they want to display, then more power to them. They did say they want to filter these games and add them to the store at some point. But yeah, it's an interesting story to follow nonetheless. For now, you will not be able to check out Gay Nation, a gay game for gays. Alright, lastly, let's take a look at a pair of pretty good deals on RX 580 8GB models. Yes, 8GB 580s are heavily sought after, and I've got a pair of pretty good deals. First, the better of the two deals, the Asus RX 580 8GB is available on Newegg, $260. But there's also a $20 off promo code, knocking it down to $240. That's a very good deal for an RX 580. Remember, a while ago, these were north of $400-500, and that was absolutely insane. You should have never bought one at that price point. Obviously, it was done for mining. But at this point, that's a much more palatable price point. Otherwise, you can also check out the Sapphire Radeon Nitro RX 580 8GB, $250. That's a great deal on a 580 8GB as well. Performance-wise, these are neck and neck with the 1066 GB. Of course, these are 8GB GPUs. They go back and forth on games, but they're high-quality mid-tier GPUs around the same price right now. So both are pretty solid options for mid-range computers. That's gonna conclude this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Again, Fanatical has a great summer sale going on right now. Make sure to check it out. I'll have a link in the description box down below. Gay Nation, a gay game for gays, is not available on Steam right now. It looks like Dankboy Games and Valve are going through a back and forth. Link to the entire back and forth in the description box down below. Sapphire RX 580 8GB and Asus RX 580 8GB. Good deals on both of those, $240 and $250. Can't really go wrong with that. That's gonna conclude this video. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. This video is brought to you by the new Humble Monthly. Get Tales of Berseria, Sniper Elite 4, and Staxel for just $12 along with the rest of the bundle that's gonna unlock on the first Friday of September. Alternatively, if you don't want any of those early unlocks, you can get Rise of the Tomb Raider instead as an early unlock ahead of Shadow of the Tomb Raider's release in September. And once again, if you decide to get Rise of the Tomb Raider, the rest of the bundle will unlock on the first Friday of September. Just $12 for all that content, and on top of that, you get access to the Humble Trove and 10% off everything in the Humble store. Check out the link in the description box below.